Alright YouTube, so I'm on top of the $1,800 35-foot double slide out fifth wheel that we got. It's got some leaks and some issues with it, but that's probably why we got it so cheap. The blue book's on it's like 8,000, 9,000, so obviously it needed a little bit of work, but I'm up here going along these edges, cutting out the caulking, and so that I can reseal it up here, taking it off all the screws and along the edges. And then it's kind of a struggle. We don't got water up here and stuff, so we're gonna try to get some water from the neighbor so I can clean this a little better and get the new stuff to adhere good. So that's what we're doing. Alright YouTube, so I started up there, got along there, gotten all three of these completely scraped around. Now I'm working on this one, and I've found the best tool for me is this little guy. It started out full, but then I caught it on a screw and it ended up breaking, but I actually like it better broken. So I'm basically just using it and going along like this. Oops. And peeling that up. Continuing to take that out all the way around and off the screws. Alright YouTube, so I'm sure that somebody's going to tell me that I'm using the wrong stuff, but this is what I grabbed. I grabbed it at Home Depot. I'm just going to use it and go in all the cracks and stuff around here. I thought that it was going to be a little thicker consistency than it is. I used another product from this same company last year, and it was a lot thicker, so I'm not sure. Maybe I am using the wrong stuff, but we'll see. Alright YouTube, so once I got it all the caulking out, kind of wiped it down with a towel. As I said, we don't really got water, so I wasn't able to get it the cleanest, but I then used a spatula that we picked up at the dollar store, a little mixing one, a little rubber one, and I just kept on scooping it out and drizzling it on and kind of smearing it around, and then I let it dry a little, and then I came back and I drizzled a little more over all the screw heads back there. As you can see, once it kind of settles, see the screws. So I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to do the same thing, kind of drizzle it and let it let gravity kind of disperse it over those screws once I got the first coat. So now I'm going to do that second one. Alright YouTube, so I'm back up here the next day checking out all these seals that I did. I know that I used the wrong stuff. It was the runnier stuff that was meant as a coating, not for doing the seams and stuff, but it's what we had at the time. I had already stripped it before I realized that I'd bought the wrong stuff, and we were expecting rain, so I went ahead and used it, but I put it on probably a little thicker than it's supposed to be. The only places that I'm seeing that aren't really drying is along here, where I did it pretty thick to fill these seams in the skylight. But other than that, it looks like it worked, and I'm gonna end up having to do the whole roof in that same stuff, but we'll see if that stuff holds properly. I think that it will. I'm feeling it. It's looking pretty good. So like I said, the only thing I was struggling with is it was runnier, and so it was kind of running off the screws and stuff. But then I went back after it was drying a little bit, put daubles over the screws, and they look to be all coated properly and looking good. The only spot that's messed up is on that skylight, like I said. But that skylight, if you'll notice, I went all the way up on the skylight and stuff because the plastic was cracked and whatnot, but I didn't have one to put on currently, and so I just went ahead and did that, and I smeared it all up on the skylight and everything, just kind of just glued it, and figuring that that'll keep it good until I can get a skylight ordered and put a little more time and effort into it. But at least I got it sealed up last night before the rainstorm. And like I said, I peeled it. I peeled that stuff, and then I looked at the can and I was like, "Ooh, I think this is the wrong stuff." And but it'll work out. So till next time, believe in yourselves. Know that you guys can do a project like this too. You don't have to open up your pocketbook or pay somebody else. So get up, get out, build something. Till next time, keep building shit. Alright, YouTube. So this is some of the dry rotted little pieces that I broke down from around this skylight. It really doesn't look bad. It's not like moldy or nothing. It was that little dry rot. You can see I went up on it a little bit, the edges and stuff, when I was putting that sealant whatever on there. But it's sealed up now. It's not leaking no more. And so that's one thing off the list of projects in here. We got the windows sealed up too. I'll show you the tube of what we used here. And I'm not an expert. You can see inside of this where it damaged, and then we had to take off that kind of shelf thing along the back because it was all rotten. You can see that corner. That's from the windows leaking and whatnot. So we used this. We just picked it up from Home Depot, and it worked. It's very fast drying. I'll give you that warning. Don't try to smooth it out. It kind of clumps up and messes it up. This side there was a little bit of wetness, but I'll show you out here. We got, that was a different kind of caulking on that, but it goes on clear, so even though it's kind of lapped over and whatnot, it looks pretty good. Went around the door, went around the rest of the windows on this side, and the different compartments and different things all down this whole side. Now we've got to do the other side, and then we'll know that everything's all sealed up and good. But you know, we're still very grateful and blessed to have this thing. It's going to give us a place to live out here, and you know, for what we paid for it, 1,800 bucks, it's worth doing the little bit of fixes and the repairs and whatnot. So